I never thought a simple online deal could turn my life upside down like this. It started with one buyer on OnlyFans, offering big money for lifetime access to my private stuff. I figured it was easy cash, but now I can't shake the feeling someone's always watching. So, yeah, I was living in this small apartment in the suburbs, nothing fancy. Just me, my cat Whiskers, and a day job at a coffee shop. Rent was high, so I started an OnlyFans account on the side. Posted some photos, videos, nothing too wild. Kept my face out of most of it, used a fake name. Thought I was smart about it. One day, this message comes in. Guy says he's interested in a lifetime access bundle. All my vault content in one go. He offers a ton of money, like more than I'd made in months, but he insists on escrow to make sure it's real, and he wants a quick video call to verify. I hesitate. Who does that? But the payment shows up verified in the app. So I think, why not? It's public, right? No big deal. We connect on the call. His camera's off, just a black screen. Voice sounds normal, kinda deep. "Hey, thanks for this," he says. Then he starts asking about specific posts, like that one from last April with the red outfit. "Loved how you described your day before shooting it." Wait, I never shared details like that publicly. How'd he know? I brush it off, say, "Yeah, sure," and confirm the vault. Call ends quick. Money hits my account. Done. 2 days later, I'm at work steaming milk when my phone buzzes. It's my mom. "Honey, a package came here, addressed to the family." Her voice shakes a bit. I tell her to open it later, but she already did. Printed photos inside, stills from my vault, and a note, "Respond or this goes public." My heart races. How'd they get her address? I hadn't lived there in years. I rush over after shift. The house smells like her usual pot roast, but it doesn't comfort me. We sit at the kitchen table, papers spread out. The notes handwritten, block letters. "You think you're hidden? Pay up or everyone sees." Mom looks at me funny. "What's this about?" I mumble something about a mistake, take the stuff and leave. That night, Whiskers knocks over a lamp, scares me half to death. Floor creaks as he runs off. I can't sleep. I try tracing the buyer. Check the escrow details. It's through some anonymous service. No name, just an email that bounces. Then I remember the call, those personal bits he mentioned. Maybe he dug deep. I search my own images online, reverse way. One pops up on a sketchy forum, linked to an old social media post from high school. That's how. He cross-referenced, found public records, got the address. A week goes by. I'm paranoid, checking locks twice. Then emails start. Links to bargain sites, 3 of them. My content for sale, cheap, labeled with my real name, Sarah Jenkins, and my hometown. Exclusive leaks from local girl. I freak, send takedown requests. But they're slow. Next day at work, my coworker Tim pulls me aside. "Hey, saw something online with your name. You okay? Looks like illicit stuff." His eyes dart away. I deny it, say it's a mix-up. But inside, I'm crumbling. The buyer, or whoever, sells in pieces. First batch to one reseller, then another. Each looks like a new exclusive. Mirrors pop up everywhere. Forums, drives, even texts to my phone with previews. Want more? Buy now. I think about paying them off. Wire some cash to the email, but that rewards it, right? Stupid decision, maybe. Instead, I ignore, big mistake. Phone calls hit my parents' line. Unknown number. Mom picks up one night. "Is this Sarah's mom? Ask her about her side hustle." She cries when she calls me. "Why didn't you tell us? What's going on?" I drive over, explain bits, not all. Dad's quiet, just stares at the wall. Their old clock ticks loud in the silence. I feel like a kid again, messing up. It escalates, more packages, one to my work address. How? Stills mixed with old family photos like from Facebook. Note says, I know where you go Tuesdays. That's my gym day. I stop going. Stay home, blinds shut. Whiskers meows at the door, wants out. I let him, but watch from the window. Shadows move outside, or just trees. Climax hits one evening. I'm alone, scrolling reports on leaks. Doorbell rings, no one there, but a USB drive on the mat. Plug it in, dumb, I know. Videos of me, edited with maps to my places. Voiceover. Sarah's Secrets, Part 4, coming soon. It's his voice from the call. How'd he get footage? Hidden cams? No. Realization sinks. He hacked my account somehow, during the verify, or worse, he's closer. A neighbor? Friend? I call police. They say it's cyber stuff, hard to trace. File a report, but nothing happens fast. Months drag. I scrub online, change names, move apartments. New place has thin walls. Hear neighbors arguing sometimes. Adds to the nerves. Now, it's quieter. Leaks slowed, but every notification, every knock, I jump. Mom still asks questions, and last week a text. Missed payment round 2. No sender. I block it, but deep down, I know it's not over. Whoever he is, he parceled my life out. Piece by piece, and somewhere he's watching, waiting. My name is Owen Mercer, and I live in Columbus, Ohio. I worked at a coffee shop and ran an OnlyFans on the side. I am not good at writing. I just want to tell you what happened. This is real, I want to say it's simple. It started with a plugin. Someone in a creator chat said their affiliate API made promos easy. Just a read token, they said. I thought, okay. It fetched headlines and posted promo cards, saved me hours. Life felt easier for a while. Then one night my phone buzzed in the bar I was working. A brand sent a message about legal questions. I thought it was nothing. Next day, no call. A subpoena showed up instead. I opened it with shaking hands, papers, names, an attached screenshot. My content calendar. A blocked time said, "Private, do not share." It was on a forum with a caption, "Proof this creator schedules in-person events." That afternoon, an invite hit my calendar with the same blocked time. Zoom link, a neat logo. I clicked because I wanted to see who leaked my life. The room had one frozen thumbnail. A chat full of people who paid for tickets. I sat there for a minute, stupid, then closed it. Emails started piling up. Verification to clear the hold. They wanted bank receipts, tax IDs, originals. I scanned stuff because I thought it would fix things. A week later, a proof of payment image reached a sponsor. It had my logo and their header and a fake cleared payment. The sponsor said, "Too risky." Another pulled out. Then, a process server knocked my door and handed me a civil demand for unpaid invoices I never made. I hired a lawyer. He told me to freeze accounts, gather statements, make affidavits. I did. While I did, my phone buzzed with angry DMs. Fans called me a scammer. Collectors wrote mean messages. My manager from the shop called and asked if I could come in. HR at the coffee shop set a meeting. They said there were complaints about my conduct. The meeting room had a single fluorescent bulb and a form they asked me to sign. I signed because I was tired. It felt like admitting nothing, but also like giving the... At night, I started to dread the calendar pings. I would see any notification and my heart would go weird. It was not loud, mostly it was that clean look on paper that scared me. The invoices looked neat, the PDFs looked real. The emails were polite. That is the worst part. Someone can make a file and send it to the right person, and it becomes a weapon. I tried to trace the affiliate. They had subcontractors and a list of excuses. People in the creator chat said they had been careful for years. Read only is safe. It was not. I remember the small things. The floorboards that creak when my cat runs at night. The cheap lamp that flickers. The smell of cold coffee in a cup I forgot to wash. Little things that made me feel human and not filed away. One morning, there was a voicemail. A calm voice said, "We have a file on you. It looks messy." No threat, no name, just that voice. I listened to it twice and then deleted it. I could not sleep. I changed passwords. I closed accounts. I wrote to sponsors and to platforms. Some were slow to answer, some never replied. Weeks went by. Some holds lifted, some money came through. But the subpoenas and the civil demand stayed like a paper weight on my desk. I kept thinking about neat PDFs in someone else's folder, stacked with my name on top. I would picture a person in a small office hitting print and putting the stack in an envelope. I moved my shoots to a hotel. I changed routes to the grocery. I started taking different buses. I told only one friend my new address. I felt safer for a few days, then the calendar ping happened again. Not from me. A meeting invite with a time I did not set. It was clean, polite, precise. I am telling you this now because I want someone to hear that paperwork can be dangerous, that clean, polite things can ruin you. I do not know who made those invoices. I do not know where the screenshot really came from. Maybe someone did it to me for money. Maybe it was a mistake. I still check my phone at night. I still jump at the mail. I still hear my cat run and think of footsteps at the door. Sometimes I wake and whisper my own name. My name is Aaron Voss, and I live in Austin, Texas. I run an OnlyFans and do small weekend shoots. I do the content. I try to keep things neat. I am not a writer. I'm telling this like I remember. It started when I signed up for a white label fan club manager. They said they'd handle VIPs, bookings, emails. They asked for my subscriber list and promo files. It sounded easy, a small fee, less work. I gave them the files and the login keys. At first it helped. Pages were cleaner. Fans got automated emails. I slept better. Then one morning my inbox flooded. Dozens of messages all at once. "Where's my VIP access?" "Refund me. You scammed us." Screenshots came with the messages. Fake receipts. Chat logs with my name. A tidy PDF with my logo. It looked like a real invoice. My hands shook. I thought of the sleep I had been getting. I opened a sample. It was so neat, like something a bank would trust. The club operator said resellers had rebranded my bundle as experience packages. Buyers claimed I missed live calls they paid for. Payment processors froze payouts. Sponsors pulled ads. Comment sections filled with anger. Then a small legal firm sent a demand. A court notice arrived asking me to appear. I sat at my kitchen table and the envelope felt heavy. I called the fan club company. They pointed to a clause about sublicensing. The reseller's invoice looked legit enough for banks and lawyers. I called a lawyer. I emptied savings to fight. Nights were the worst. I would lie awake and picture people in other rooms opening a file with my name. Little details haunted me. The old floorboards creaked when my cat ran. The light over the sink hummed. I kept a mug with old coffee on the counter. Small human things. Fans wrote angry messages. Some called me a liar. Collectors sent screenshots as proof. A payment processor sent a formal note that looked like an accusation. I froze. My manager at the coffee shop asked if I was okay during a shift. HR scheduled a check-in that made me feel exposed. The little fluorescent light in the break room felt sharp. I tried to trace the resellers. The fan club put blame on subcontractors. The subcontractors blamed third-party vendors. The platform took days to answer. When answers came, they were polite and slow. Paperwork stacked up. Each sheet looked clean. Each sheet moved me closer to emptying my bank account. One afternoon, a process server left a packet with a printed invoice at my door. I thought about burning it. I thought about folding it and dropping it in a river. Instead, I put it in a drawer and pretended it wasn't there. I called friends. Some wanted to help. Others looked worried and then walked away. The real terror was not the money. It was how polite documents could act like proofs. Neat PDFs with logos and signatures. They make systems act, banks freeze, sponsors back out, courts set dates. People in suits open folders and decide you are at fault because the papers look clean. I moved shoots to a hotel and used different emails. I changed routes to the store. I told only one friend the new address. Still, sometimes my phone pings and I flinch. I imagine someone at a desk printing a stack with my logo, sliding it into an envelope, putting it on a table. I do not know who started it. I do not know if the fan club sold my list on purpose. I do not know how many resellers have a packet with my name. I only know how small, polite pages can ruin you. That image of the printed stack stays with me. I whisper my name before sleep and hope that helps. I still check the mail daily.